Now, geometrical meaning of scalar product. Geometrical meaning of dot or scalar product. Consider OA vector equal to A vector and let OB vector equal to B vector. Draw a perpendicular from B to OA. Let it meet at N. Let it meet at N. The angle between A vector and B vector is given by theta. Now, cos theta equal to in triangle OBL, cos theta equal to adjacent side by hypotenuse, that is OL by OB, where OB equal to modulus of B vector. The magnitude of B vector is OB, modulus of B vector. Bring the B vector to this. This is modulus of B vector into cos theta equal to multiply by modulus of A vector on both sides. Multiply by modulus of A vector on both sides. Hence, it is modulus of A vector into modulus of B vector into cos theta equal to modulus of A vector into OL. Now, the LHS modulus of A vector into modulus of B vector cos theta equal to A vector or B vector, which is equal to modulus of A vector into OL. Now, therefore, OL is modulus of A vector or B vector divided by modulus of A vector. Now, the OL is known as the projection of B vector on A vector. Now, consider a floor at the bottom. If we place a ladder resting on wall and the floor, the shadow falls the tip of the ladder here. Let it be ABC, AB be the ladder and C be the point of intersection of wall and floor. So the B is the tip of the ladder, the shadow falls on the C, and A is the starting point of shadow. So since AC is the shadow of AB, the ladder AB on the floor, likewise geometrically the dot product is, that is the OL is the projection of B vector on A vector. Therefore, the dot product AB is the product of the first vector and the projection of the second vector. The projection of second vector is the projection of second vector means the projection of B vector on A vector is OL. Therefore, the OL is the projection of second vector on first vector. Therefore, dot product is a product of modulus of the first vector and the projection of the second vector. It is a geometrical meaning. Now, let us enter into cross product. Vector product or cross product of two vectors. Vector product or cross product of two vectors. Consider a screw jack. When you rotate it moves up or moves down. That is, it has a direction upward or downward. There is a rotation. Likewise, the cross product is, it is a rotation of one vector towards another vector. the Raja sir already explained, that is it is equal to modulus of A vector and modulus of B vector and sin theta into n cap. Why you are putting like this means modulus of A vector is a scalar, modulus of B vector is a scalar, sin theta is also a scalar. There exists only one vector, that is n cap. Since we are rotating the screw jack towards rotational, which moves the screw jack either downward or upward. So the vector, it is in the only direction. Even though if you rotate the screw, but the movement of screw is acting downwards or upward only. So likewise, the cross product, that is vector, acting either perpendicular direction, either upward or downward. Generally, we do consider it upward because we are using anti-clockwise direction. Therefore, the n cap acting in the direction of perpendicular to the plane containing both A vector and B vector. In a plane, that means in a flow, you can draw many lines, but there is a perpendicular line, means each and every line drawn in the flow is perpendicular to the perpendicular line. Likewise, n cap is a vector perpendicular to both A vector and B vector. Okay. Therefore, the A cross B, that is A vector cross B vector, acting in the direction of n cap. So it is a direction of A cross B. Okay. Now, geometrical meaning of A vector cross B vector. Geometrical meaning. Consider OA vector equal to A vector and OB vector equal to B vector. Complete the parallelogram OACB. Complete the parallelogram OACB. Here, theta is the angle between A vector and B vector. Draw a perpendicular line from B to OA. Let it meet at L. We know that the perpendicular drawn from one vertex to the opposite side is the altitude of the parallelogram. So let me mention it as h. So BL, that is h, is the altitude of the parallelogram OACB. Now in triangle OBL, in triangle OBL, sin theta is equal to opposite side by hypotenuse. Sin theta equal to opposite side, that is BL, divided by hypotenuse OB. Now sin theta equal to BL means h and OB equal to modulus of B vector. Modulus of B vector. Bring the modulus B vector here. Therefore, h equal to modulus of B vector into sin theta. Okay. We know that area of any parallelogram is base into height. Base into height. Now, what is base? OA. Height is h. OA is nothing but modulus of A vector or simply A. So, modulus of A vector is a OA. Now, base equal to here, base equal to modulus of OA vector. Now, modulus of OA vector into h equal to modulus of A vector. Modulus of OA vector is nothing but multiplied by modulus of OA vector on both sides. That is modulus of OA vector. Modulus of OA vector multiplied by modulus of OA vector on both sides. Modulus of OA vector is equal to modulus of OA vector into modulus of OA vector into sin theta. Modulus of OA vector is nothing but modulus of A vector into modulus of B vector into sin theta. Now this is modulus of A vector. Modulus of OA vector into h equal to modulus of A vector into modulus of B vector into sin theta, which is modulus of A vector cross B vector. So the magnitude, because A vector cross B vector is a basic height. That is the area of the parallel. Area of the parallelogram. OACB. OACB. Therefore, geometrically, modulus of A vector cross B vector is the area of parallelogram. OACB. Where A vector and B vector are adjacent sides of the parallelogram OACB. Where A vector and B vector are adjacent. If you are asked to find the area of the parallelogram, means if you are given the adjacent sides, first take dot product, sorry, cross product, then find its modulus, which is the area of the parallelogram. Then what is A cross B? A vector cross B vector is a vector area of the parallelogram. Here, the magnitude is area of the parallelogram. Removing the modulus, it becomes vector. Therefore, the area of the parallelogram becomes vector area of the parallelogram. Vector area of the parallelogram OACB. Okay. So generally they won't ask you, but geometrically this A vector cross B vector is a vector area of the parallelogram. But we need only magnitude. Area means magnitude. Therefore, we take modulus like this. I hope you understood this. Next. Consider a triangle whose two sides are given. So A vector and B vector. Clearly, we know that the area of the parallelogram is modulus of A vector cross B vector. If A vector and B vector are the adjacent sides of the parallelogram, means modulus of A vector and B vector, modulus of A vector cross B vector is the area of the parallelogram. But we need only half. Therefore, area of triangle is equal to half into modulus of A vector cross B vector, where A vector and B vector are the adjacent sides of triangle, given triangle. So it is for another form. There is one doubt. Okay, sir. If you are given adjacent sides, means we can do like this. But if many cases they give us vertices, so what we do? Okay. Now consider ABCD is a parallelogram whose position vector. Position vector means if A is a point, then it will have a position vector with respect to some origin. So B A vector, and the position vector of B vector is B vector. Likewise, C vector and D vector. Now, as I told you, the adjacent sides are AB and AD, or otherwise CB and CD. So CD cross CD. So the எல்லாமே cross product எடுக்கும்போது anti-clockwise direction இருக்கும். மாத்தலாம். Sir அதே Now area of parallelogram is equal to area of parallelogram A equal to AB modulus of AB vector cross AD vector. Now before that we find AB vector. AB vector means OB minus OA. That is B vector minus A vector cross AD vector. That is OD minus OA. That is B vector minus A vector. You can expand it and find the answer. Okay. Okay, sir. Now, if we are given diagonals means what we have. Okay. Now, AC vector is and BD vector are diagonals of parallelogram ABC. Okay. Now, first let us find what is AB vector cross BD vector. AC vector cross BD vector. AC vector cross BD vector. AC vector equal to by triangle of addition AC is given. Let me take BD comes. So BD vector is BA vector plus A vector. BA vector, BD vector equal to BA plus AD. Now this is equal to RHS equal to AB vector plus BC vector cross BA vector is minus AB vector. BA vector is minus AB vector plus what is AD vector? AD vector is equal to BC vector because they have same magnitude, that is same length and possess the same direction. Two vectors are equal if and only if they must have same direction and having same length, that is same magnitude. Therefore, AD vector is equal to BC vector. In the parallelogram, the opposite sets are equal, and similarly, the direction of AD is the equal direction of BC. Therefore, AD vector equal to BC vector. So, if you replace AD by BC, we know that the cross product or vector product is distributive over addition or subtraction. Like this, we can distribute it. This is AB vector cross minus AB vector. AB vector cross of minus AB vector. Next, plus AB vector cross BC vector. Next, plus BC vector cross of minus AB vector plus BC vector cross BC vector. In the cross product, if two vectors are parallel or same, it is zero vector. You know, that is zero vector. The first one is zero vector because the angle between one vector and the same vector is zero. Every line is parallel to that line itself. Like this, angle between AB and AB is zero only. So we are taking only sine for this cross product. That is AB into sine theta. Sine of the angle between AB and AB is zero. Sine 0 is zero. Therefore, it is zero vector plus AB cross BC. AB cross BC and interchange this minus of this is multiply the minus 2. BC cross AB, BC cross AB, and BC cross BC equal to 0 vector. Now this is AB vector cross BC vector. Interchange two vectors means the sign will change automatically. Plus AB cross BC. Therefore, AC vector cross BD vector equal to 2 into AB vector cross BC vector. AB vector plus BC vector. We can replace BC by AD again. That is 2 into AB vector cross AD vector. Taking modulus on both sides. Taking modulus on both sides. Now, AC vector cross BD vector equal to 2 into modulus of AB vector cross AD vector. Now, 2 into modulus of AB vector cross AD vector is the area of the parallelogram. Area of parallelogram ABCD. Area ABCD. Therefore, area of any parallelogram ABCD is equal to bring the 2 there. Mod 1 by 2 into modulus of AC vector plus BD vector. So this is the formula for finding the area of any parallelogram when its diagonals are given. So when the diagonals are given, it is half into modulus of the cross product of its diagonals. So two ways we can find the area of the parallelogram. If we are given the adjacent side means it is modulus of AB vector cross AB vector. If you are given the diagonals means it is half into modulus of AC vector cross BD vector. Okay? Next, we have to compare cross product and dot product. In many cases, it is somewhat confusing. We may get confused regarding which for இப்போ சாதாரணமாக சம் கொடுக்கும்போது யூசிங் வெக்டர் ப்ராடக்ட் யூசிங் ஸ்கேலர் ப்ராடக்ட் மென்ஷன் பண்ண மாட்டாங்க தியரிட்டிக்கல் சம் தான். அப்போ அப்படி வரும்போது நம்ம என்ன செய்யணும் அப்படிங்கிறதுல லிட்டில் பிட் நமக்கு ஒரு கன்ஃபியூஷன் இருக்கும். ஸோ அந்த மாதிரி ஜென்ரலாக எந்த மாதிரி கன்ஃபியூஸ் வரும், அதை எப்படி நம்ம வந்து சம்மை புரிஞ்சுக்கணும் அப்படிங்கிறது நான் அடுத்து சொல்கிறேன். Now, once again, A vector cross B vector equal to modulus of A vector into modulus of B vector sin of the theta sin theta and n cap. Now what about I vector cross I vector, that is I cap cross I cap. We know that I cross I equal to modulus of I cap into modulus of I cap and the sin of the angle I and is equal to 0 and n cap, that is a vector perpendicular to I. Now clearly this is 1, this is 0 and n cap. So 0 is representing 0. Since vector involves, it is 0 vector. I vector cross I vector equal to 0 vector. Similarly, I vector cross I vector equal to j vector cross j vector. Either way we can study this I cap I or I vector I. Generally you can read as I cap, j cap, like that. I cap cross I cap equal to j cap cross j cap equal to k cap cross k cap equal to 0 vector. Now consider coordinate axis. Origin x axis, y axis, z axis. I cap, j cap and k cap. Here I cap, j cap, k cap are three mutually perpendicular unit vectors. Now I cap cross j cap equal to modulus of I cap into modulus of j cap into angle between sin of angle between I and j sin 90 into the unit vector perpendicular to both I and j is k vector, that is k cap. Now that is I cap equal to 1, modulus of j cap equal to 1, sin 90 is also 1, k cap. So I cap cross j cap equal to k cap. Similarly, I cap cross j cap equal to k cap. Now for easy understanding, let me draw a circle like this. Now write like this: I cap, j cap, k cap, and mark it in the anti-clockwise direction like this. I cross j equal to k, j cross k equal to I, k cross I equal to j. That is I cross j equal to k and j cross k equal to I and k cross I equal to k vector cross I vector equal to k cross I equal to j. Now consider the commutative property. Generally consider this is a vector and b vector, let it be theta in anti-clockwise direction. We know that a vector cross b vector is equal to modulus of a vector into modulus of b vector into sin theta into n cap. So this is n cap. Now b vector cross a vector, b vector cross a vector, b vector cross a vector is equal to modulus of b vector and modulus of a vector. I told you it is a rotation of the first vectors towards second vector. So the measurement of angle between b and a in the clockwise direction, b and a either 360 minus theta or minus theta. Let us take the angle between b and a is clockwise direction. Therefore it is sin of minus theta into n cap. Therefore, so these are all scalar quantities. So it is scalar quantities always commutative. The product of scalar quantities is always commutative. Therefore, it is modulus of a vector into modulus of b vector. Sin of minus theta equal to minus sin theta. So put minus here. Sin theta into n cap, which is equal to a vector cross b vector. Therefore, B vector cross A vector equal to minus A vector cross B vector, or A vector cross B vector is equal to minus B vector cross A vector. In the cross product, if you interchange any two of the vectors, that is two of the vectors, the numerical value is not altered, whereas the sign will be changed. So it is minus B cross A. B vector cross A vector equal to minus of A vector cross B vector, like this only. So if you calculate in the opposite direction, that is, if you interchange J cross I means minus A and K cross J means, so in the clockwise direction, J cross I means minus A, I cross K means minus J, so K cross J means minus I. Similarly, I cross K means clockwise direction equal to minus J. So draw a circle like this and place the three unit vectors. If you measure, rotate in the anti-clockwise direction, it gives a positive value. If you take the rotation above clockwise means it will give the negative value. The next students ask, what about how to calculate when we are given two vectors or points become collinear. இப்போ கொலினியரா ப்ரூவ் பண்ணனும்னா நீங்க என்ன சார் செய்யணும்? ஃபர்ஸ்ட் ஒரு ஃபார்முலா சொன்னீங்க, அடுத்து வேற ஒரு ஃபார்முலா சொல்றாங்க, எனக்கு கன்ஃபியூஸ் ஆகுது அப்படிங்கிற மாதிரி நான் சொல்றேன். Now consider A vector and B vector. First of all, collinear vector means either parallel or having the same line of action. So A vector, if A vector and B vector having the same line of action or parallel to each other, in both the cases A vector and B vector are collinear vectors. Okay, so A vector and B vector. We can compare the ratio of these vectors. Scalar in terms of scalar quantity. Now, இப்போ பார்க்கும்போது ஒரு வெக்டர் ஒரு பஸ் வந்து 40 km ஸ்பீட்ல போகுது, இன்னொரு 60 km ஸ்பீட்ல போகுது, ரெண்டும் ஒரே டைரக்ஷன், ஒரே ஸ்டார்டிங் பாயிண்ட், ஒரே டெஸ்டினேஷன், அதனால வந்து அது வந்து collinear vectors. So we can compare. எப்படின்னா இது 1.5 times bigger, 2 times அல்லது half time. அப்போ generally we are expressing these two vectors are collinear. One vector is a scalar multiple of another vector. That is A vector equal to lambda into B vector, or B vector equal to lambda into A vector. So either way we choose. Where lambda is any scalar, it may not be positive or negative or maybe fraction. It is a real number. That's all. Lambda is a real scalar. Okay. If we are given two vectors, so if we want to prove these two are collinear, use this formula. One vector is equal to some scalar multiple of another vector. Okay. Now, prove the points A, B, C are collinear. A point, B, C are collinear. In two ways we can prove these 3 points are collinear. First of all, let us consider the triangle ABC. Consider the triangle ABC. In vector addition, AB vector plus BC vector is always equal to AC vector. That is AB vector plus BC vector equal to AC vector. It is a called triangle of addition. In the starting initial classes we learned this AB vector plus BC vector. But when taking the magnitude, that means length of the sides. Now, when comparing the sides ABC, let's forget the vector. The sum of any two sides of a triangle is always greater than the third side. The sum of any two sides of a triangle is always greater than two sides. If AB vector equal to A vector and BC vector equal to B vector, therefore AC vector equal to A vector plus BC vector. AB vector equal to A vector and BC vector equal to B vector. Then AC vector equal to A modulus of A vector. BC vector equal to modulus of B vector. Now AC vector equal to modulus of A vector plus B vector. In the vector comparison, vector addition, it is true that A vector plus B vector equal to A vector plus B vector. When we consider adding its magnitude, A vector modulus of A vector plus modulus of B vector is equal to modulus of A vector plus B vector? No, definitely not. Because when considering the magnitude, the sum of any two sides of a triangle is always greater than the side. Accordingly, it is greater than. Therefore, let us first write like this: A vector modulus of A vector plus B vector is less than modulus of A vector plus modulus of B vector. So it is a first inequality. Okay. Now let us consider the point B coincides with the AC, falls on the AC. Then this diagram becomes like this. So the triangle ABC, if the point B falls on the line AC, the points A, B, C lying on the same line. In this case, AB equal to A vector and BC equal to B vector. Therefore, AB vector equal to A vector and BC vector equal to B vector. So, AB vector plus BC vector equal to AC vector. We already seen that. AB vector plus BC vector equal to AC vector and A vector plus B vector is equal to AC vector. While taking the modulus, now the distance AB plus the distance BC is equal to the distance AC. Clearly, because they are lying on the same line. The points A, B, C are lying on the same line. Therefore, AB plus BC equal to AC. Here in this case, modulus of A vector plus modulus of B vector is equal to modulus of B vector plus B vector. Say this is 2. Merging 1 and 2, generally modulus of A vector plus modulus of B vector, modulus of A vector plus B vector is always less than or equal to modulus of A vector plus modulus of B vector. So this is the general thing. This is called triangle inequality. So likewise, if the 3 points are collinear, one of the methods to prove is modulus of A vector and modulus of sum of modulus of A vector and modulus of B vector is equal to modulus of A vector plus B. So we can prove. But generally, this method is not preferred because we have one method, that is cross product. I suggest நீங்க வந்து சப்போஸ் கோலினியர் ப்ரூவ் பண்ணணும் அப்படின்னா ஒன்று கொடுத்துருக்கிறது வெக்டாரான்னு பாருங்க. வெக்டாராக ஆல்ரெடி சொல்லி A வெக்டார் இஸ் சம் ஸ்கேலார் மல்டிபிள் ஆஃப் B வெக்டார். சப்போஸ் இந்த மாதிரி பாயிண்ட்ஸ் கொடுத்துட்டாங்கன்னா நம்ம என்ன பண்ணணும்? You will be given position vectors of A, B and C. Find AB vector, that is OB minus OA. Find BC vector or AC vector. BC vector, that is OC minus OB. Take cross product between AB and BC. AB vector cross BC vector. Clearly, if AB and BC are parallel, you will get the result is 0 vector. AC, if the AB vector cross BC vector equal to 0 vector, we can say AB is parallel to BC. That is AB parallel to BC. But B is a common point. B is a common point. Therefore, they must be on the same line, not a different line. So, AB, when we draw a line from B to C, which is parallel to AB, Instead of BC, one can find AC also. AC also. Find the AB vector and AC vector. Take cross product between AB vector and AC vector. So we can say AB and AC are parallel. AB and AC are parallel. Since A is a common point, AB and AC are parallel, and A is a common point.